Xavi's first Champions League game in charge of Barcelona would end in a goalless draw against Benfica, but goodness me, it could have been so much worse for the new manager, Seferovic, late on in this game, missing an absolute sitter, which means in the end Barcelona still have destiny very much in their own hands when it comes to qualification to the knockout stages. They need to get a point against Bayern Munich in the final match of the group. Of course, Bayern already safely through. They beat Dynamo Kiev by 2-1. Jules back with us, and we welcome Ali to the show as well. Ali, how is Seferovic sleeping tonight?
Not sleeping, not well. I wouldn't be. It's my kind of range, Dan. Yeah. He did so very well in clipping the ball over the top of Ter Stegen, and now it's a tap-in. Now it's tap it in and go celebrate. And you just have to see the reaction from Jorge Jesus, the coach for Benfica, who's thinking, we've done it. This is it. We came here to do this. We've done it. We're going to win this game. And somehow Seferovic missed it. But again, this is sort of what Barcelona allows you to do. For all the possession, very little creativity, very little productivity. And in the end, if you had to pick a winner in this match, you would have thought, you know what? It was more likely for Seferovic to score his goal than any other chance that Barcelona created.
It's an incredible moment, Jules.
It was an incredible moment. It's a 2v1 on the counter-attack. I think it's a corner kick for Barcelona, and then Darwin Núñez and Seferovic at 2v1. The ball from Núñez is perfect. Seferovic can even pass him back the ball, to be fair. Ter Stegen comes out. This should be a goal. Ali is right, 100%. I mean, Seferovic is not the most clinical. We know that, and we've seen that for many years. But at this level, someone like him should score that chance every single day. Once the ball has gone over Ter Stegen, it's unbelievable that he missed. I guess it's a lifeline in a way for Xavi, because they would have been out, pretty much, had they not, or certainly in a more difficult position, had they lost that game. But it's pretty incredible. I thought there was still some positives in the way they played. For Xavi, the setup, the way they moved the ball, etc. But they lack so much end product.
Were there positives, Ali, when you take a look at it? This new manager bounce hasn't quite materialised so far.
Nominal improvements. What you see from Barcelona is a lot of the same things that we have seen over the last few months. Now, in terms of what the improvements have been, is that you see a lot more of an involvement from guys out of the midfield, running out of the midfield, whether that's Nico running with the ball, or Frenkie de Jong running with the ball, or appearing inside the 18-yard box. He comes up with a header after a service from Dembele. You see a lot more of that than we have seen with Koeman and Barjuan. Now, in terms of overall, the whole picture of Barcelona is not much different than Ronald Koeman and not much different than interim manager Sergio Barjuan. It looks a lot of the same things. And you just have to look as well as how Benfica approached this game. A high line defensively, and I'm going to tell you, it's a really high line defensively, and you would think, well, they have a lot of pace in the back so they can cover ground in behind. No, it's Vertonghen and Otamendi, who, at this point in their careers, they prefer everything in front of them. And the reason they're able to play with that high line and try to press Barcelona in the middle is because there is no threat from Barcelona to go in behind. So Memphis Depay comes and gets the ball, and whenever he runs in behind, he's offside. Eventually, Dembele comes on the field, and a little bit of a difference because of his speed, because of the pure ability to run. But then he gets the ball and he tries to dribble about 7 people before he actually crosses the ball or puts the ball in or decides to take a shot on goal. So his decision-making, not quite there. So either you like the speed of Dembele because of what he can do as stretching the field, or you appreciate the possession in the middle of midfield, which yes, was there for Barcelona, but never a threat in behind, so everything was in front of Benfica, everything was predictable. In the end, it's more of the same for Barcelona. Again, nominal improvement, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, the truth is, Ali, isn't it? We've talked in almost the same way you could say about Manchester United. If Barcelona do go through to knockout stages, no one's going to be that concerned if they've got to face them.
No. The flaws are everywhere for Barcelona. It's not one thing that they have to address. You look at how vulnerable they are when they lose the ball. And eventually they're going to lose the ball because their possession is not as good as it needs to be and as good as Xavi would want it to be. And when they lose that ball, Anytime that Benfica put a couple of passes together and actually played a ball in behind, now PK is struggling to get there. Lenglet is struggling to get there. It has to be Ronald Araujo coming from the other side, trying to cover the back of Lenglet and PK because they don't quite have the speed to keep up. You see those things time and time again, and we go back to the very initial point. Barcelona had possession. Barcelona seemed like they have momentum at times in this game. They hit the post with the mirror in the first half, and you're thinking, okay, maybe it's a matter of time. But when you really felt nervous, when you really felt like something was going to happen, was when Benfica was actually going on the counter. And this is something that happens with just about any team that plays against Barcelona. It's not just Benfica, it's not just Bayern Munich, it's any team that plays against Barcelona at any sort of level, they're going to find opportunities to counter. They're going to find that they can force turnovers in the middle, and they're going to find that Barcelona doesn't really threaten you in the attack all that much. And so therefore, this is a team that is vulnerable in all three areas of the field. At that point, when you put that together, you just have to tell yourself, you know what? Even if they advance, it's only a matter of time before they go out.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.